Yesterday we spoke a little bit about how Subhanallah and Alhamdulillah, how they work, what effect they have on us. These words of remembrance of Allah clean our hearts, purify our souls, and enable us to overpower shaitan. Without strengthening our hearts through the remembrance of Allah, we cannot gain victory over shaitan. So he will consistently and constantly try to control our thoughts, our movements, and even at the most important times, the most crucial times, he will make us forget about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, the third of those is the word Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar obviously means that Allah Azza wa Jal is the greatest. So, a person who says Allahu Akbar is saying that everything is small in front of Allah. Everything. The whole world is small. And it actually is. The one hadith says that this whole first sky, between the first sky and the second sky is a distance of maybe 500 years. And the first sky includes everything that we know of the universe. This is all the first sky. Above that is the second sky. And the first sky compared to the second sky is so small that it's like someone takes a ring and tosses it into the middle of a field. Now you go and look for that ring. It's very difficult. That's how small the first sky is compared to the second sky. And so imagine how big the second sky is. But then the second sky compared to the third sky is just as small. And likewise the third compared to the fourth, and the fourth to the fifth, and the fifth to the sixth, and the sixth to the seventh. Above the seventh sky is a body of water. Now that body of water is so vast, it is so big, that all seven heavens in front of it are like seven rings tossed into the middle of a field. How vast is this universe? Above that is the kursi, and above that is the arsh of Allah. So how great must the arsh of Allah be? So truly Allah is Akbar. What is this world that we're residing in? In front of all of that, it's nothing. And from that whole world, what is this country, this continent of Australia? Nothing. What is Melbourne in front of that? Nothing. What is our house in front of that? What are we in front of that? So you see how everything just disappears, fades into nothingness. It becomes so insignificant once you realize how large the world is, and then you realize how great Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. And He controls all of it. The effect of saying Allahu Akbar with the right belief is that the fear of all things other than Allah leave the heart. Because Allah is greater than them. No matter how big, how frightening, how daunting something is, Allah is bigger. And this problem, this difficulty, this thing, or this person, or this power is nothing in front of Allah. So when you put these three kalimat together, Subhanallah, and Alhamdulillah and Allahu Akbar, when you put them together, it forms a very, very powerful combination. It cleanses the heart, it brings good into the heart, it brings strength into the heart. So until the adhan is called, let's just sit quietly, don't look around, just look down and say these adhkar to yourself, thinking of the meanings that we have just talked about. Say it with your mouths and think it with your minds and your hearts.